Welcome to Pinoy Guard. Today, we uncover a critical development in the Philippine Army's defense capabilities as elements of the Army Artillery Regiment are set to undergo training on one of the most powerful missile systems in the U.S. arsenal, the Typhon Mid-Range Capability, MRC, system. This training, scheduled for February 2025, marks a significant step in strengthening military cooperation between the Philippines and the United States. But beyond just training, this move carries strategic implications that could reshape regional security dynamics in the Indo-Pacific. Stay with us as we break down what this means for the Philippines, the benefits of familiarizing with the Typhon MRC, and why China is so rattled by its presence in our country. You won't want to miss this. The Typhon Mid-Range Capability, MRC, is one of the newest and most lethal assets in the U.S. Army's arsenal. It is designed to fire Tomahawk land attack cruise missiles and the missile, capable of engaging targets at ranges between 500 and 1,800 kilometers. This gives it an impressive ability to strike both land and naval targets at significant distances, making it a powerful deterrent against potential aggressors. The system fills a crucial gap in U.S. and Allied missile capabilities, operating between the short-range precision fire of HIMARS and the long-range strategic capabilities of systems like the upcoming Long-Range Hypersonic Weapon, LRHW. With the Indo-Pacific increasingly becoming a contested zone, the deployment and potential acquisition of the Typhon MRC by U.S. allies like the Philippines could drastically alter the regional balance of power. The upcoming training in February 2025 is a continuation of earlier U.S.-Philippines engagements that have seen the American military gradually increase its cooperation with the Philippine Army. The goal? To equip Filipino artillerymen, or perhaps future missile operators, with the knowledge and skills to operate and maintain the Typhon MRC. Regardless of whether the Philippines ultimately acquires its own Typhon MRC units, this training presents multiple strategic benefits. First, it enhances interoperability between the armed forces of the Philippines, AFP, and the U.S. Army. In the event of an armed conflict where the U.S. and Philippine forces must operate jointly, having Filipino troops already familiar with the system allows for seamless integration and operation. Simply put, this training ensures that Filipino soldiers can assist in handling the Typhon MRC should the need arise. Additionally, this hands-on experience provides Philippine military planners with invaluable insight into the system's capabilities and potential applications in a Philippine setting. Should the country decide to procure its own Typhon MRC, having trained personnel would greatly accelerate the integration process, making the transition smoother and faster. There's also a political angle to this story. If Donald Trump returns to the White House in 2025, his administration is expected to implement a more relaxed approach to arms exports for allied nations. Unlike previous administrations that placed stringent conditions on weapons sales, Trump's policy prioritizes selling advanced weaponry to partners who can afford them, without unnecessary bureaucratic hurdles. For the Philippines, this could mean a golden opportunity to acquire advanced missile capabilities like the Typhon MRC. While budget constraints remain a challenge, securing such a system under a more favorable U.S. administration could be a game-changer for the modernization efforts. One of the strongest indicators that the Typhon presence in the Philippines is the right move is China's reaction. Beijing has repeatedly expressed its discontent over U.S. military assets being stationed in the Philippines, and the deployment of the Typhon MRC is no exception. China's concern is well-founded. The Typhon MRC, with its ability to launch long-range precision strikes, directly threatens China's military installations in the South China Sea and even parts of the Chinese mainland. If the Philippines were to acquire its own Typhon MRC units, it would serve as a strong deterrent, ensuring that even if the U.S. were to withdraw its own systems in the future, China would still have to contend with a formidable Philippine missile capability. This aligns with a broader strategic vision. If China fears the Typhon presence, then that is precisely why the Philippines should push for it. A credible deterrence is key to preventing aggression, and the deployment of such a system would send a strong message that the Philippines is serious about defending its sovereignty. The training of Philippine Army personnel on the Typhon MRC could be a stepping stone toward greater missile capabilities for the country. As regional threats evolve, the AFP must continue its modernization efforts by acquiring systems that enhance deterrence and defense. Beyond the Typhon MRC, the Philippines could explore the procurement of other missile systems, including the BrahMos supersonic cruise missile, which has already been ordered for the Philippine Marine Corps. Advanced air defense systems such as the Patriot or NASAMS. Long-range strike capabilities that allow for preemptive and defensive actions against potential threats. This training marks a new chapter in the Philippines' defense strategy, one that prioritizes precision strike capabilities and interoperability with key allies. As we move into 2025, the Philippine military's participation in training for the Typhon MRC reflects a growing commitment to strengthening our defense posture. Whether or not the Philippines acquires its own system, this familiarization process ensures that our soldiers are ready to operate in joint missions with the U.S. Army and, potentially, to wield such weapons independently in the future. With China's increasing assertiveness in the region, having a powerful deterrent like the Typhon MRC, whether owned by the U.S. or the Philippines, sends a clear message. The Philippines is prepared to defend its sovereignty and work alongside its allies to maintain regional stability. That's all for today's episode of Pinoy Guard. If you found this discussion insightful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. Stay vigilant, stay informed, and see you in the next video. Mabuhay ang Pilipinas!